Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news from the Pentagon. It is currently on lockdown after multiple gunshots were fired near a platform by the facility's metro station. According to two people familiar with the shooting, at least one person was down. Their condition isn't known. An Associated Press reporter near the building heard multiple gunshots. The information is preliminary, and we are continuing to monitor it, and we'll let you know as we learn more about this story. Meantime, breaking over in New York, a New York Attorney General report finds that New York Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women, including current and former state employees, and then retaliated against a former employee for coming forward with her story. Here is what the Attorney General of New York just said about the investigation.
They reviewed more than 74,000 pieces of evidence, including documents, emails, texts, audio files, and pictures. These interviews and pieces of evidence reveal a deeply disturbing yet clear picture. Governor Cuomo sexually harassed current and former state employees in violation of both federal and state laws.
The probe began in March after the state's executive chamber granted the AG's request to investigate. We'll keep you posted when and if Governor Cuomo responds to the report later today. Also breaking out of New York, the city's mayor announced this morning it will require proof of vaccination for people participating in indoor activities. That includes restaurants, gyms, and performances. New York is the first major U.S. city to mandate vaccine proof. The mayor says the mandate, known as the Key to NYC Pass, would encourage residents to get vaccinated to combat the spread of COVID-19. The order goes into effect August 16th and will be fully enforced by September 13th. Here at home, Wayne State University is requiring all staff, students, and faculty get vaccinated for COVID-19 if they plan to be on campus in the fall. Officials say that any students, staff, or faculty members who knowingly violate the vaccine mandate will, quote, face consequences. Also of note, a mask mandate remains in place for indoor spaces on campus despite vaccination status. And speaking of masks, auto workers at the Big Three will be required to wear a mask at all plants and offices regardless of vaccination status. Starting tomorrow, the mandate is in response to the CDC's guidance recommending masks be worn in places where COVID-19 spread is high. The UAW says they're also concerned about the highly contagious Delta variant. Governor Whitmer just spoke about the coronavirus. Here's what she had to say.
So what we know is that there are a lot of people who haven't been vaccinated yet and who can't get vaccinated. I'm thinking about kids who are under the age of 12. I'm thinking about people who are immunocompromised. This Delta variant that is sweeping the South right now, and they are building COVID wards again in the South, shows that if you are vaccinated, you are protected. We're going to try to continue to disseminate the most accurate current information, but it's evolving. It's evolving quickly. Where we were a year and a half ago, we didn't know that this virus could be stopped just by the simple act of wearing a mask. We had no idea that we would have vaccines that would be plentiful and safe and effective this quickly. So we've got tools now that we didn't have then. We've learned a lot more about the virus. We're going to continue to learn more. And that's why I think it's important we give each other a little bit of grace and recognize that the science is evolving, so the communication evolves. But we're doing our best to make sure that people have the information they need to stay safe and to move our economy forward. It requires all of us use that information and stay safe.
New Michigan COVID numbers are expected this afternoon. We'll have that information for you right here on clickondetroit.com the moment that we get it. The other big story, right in the middle of the summer air travel surge, thousands of Spirit airline passengers are dealing with canceled flights, adding to the growing pressure on the nation's airlines. The airline canceled more than a third of its flights Monday, blaming weather and operational issues. Hank Winchester is monitoring the situation. He joins us now live from the airport. Hank, what have you found out so far?
And Karen, it is a mess here at the North Terminal at Metro. Take a live look behind me. You can see many people in line here waiting to get information about their flights with Spirit. Although the board says that the majority of flights are taking off, people are telling me they're getting text messages and alerts from the airline that their flights have in fact been canceled. Take a look at some video we shot just a short time ago here inside the North Terminal. We've talked to a number of people flying to Atlanta, Myrtle Beach, Boston, who just learned after they got here to the airport that their flights have in fact been canceled. Now, Spirit is blaming weather over the weekend in the Tampa area and also a lack of staffing. We have a statement from a spokesperson from Spirit that I want to share with you. It reads, "We're working around the clock to get back on track in the wake of some travel disruptions over the weekend due to a series of weather and operational challenges. We needed to make proactive cancellations to some flights across the network, but the majority of flights are still scheduled as planned." That was a statement this morning from Spirit Airlines, but I can tell you, just being here at the North Terminal at Metro, I can tell you that talking to a number of passengers, at least a half a dozen different flights to various destinations, including Atlanta, have already been canceled. The best advice is to call the airline ahead of time before you make your way here to the airport to find out exactly what is going on. We're going to track this throughout the day. We'll have more information for you tonight starting at 5.
All right, we always appreciate it. Thank you, Hank. All right, back to the coronavirus. We did just learn Florida again broke a record for COVID-19 hospitalizations with more than 11,500 patients. Now, this comes as the Delta variant creates a resurgence of cases. The good news, more people are rushing to get shots and get tested. We are also learning more and more businesses are cracking down on who can enter their doors. Tracy Potts has this report.
Soon you may have to show your vaccination card to eat out or work out. Corporate America is responding to the increase in COVID infections. We'll hear more about that today when President Biden addresses the nation on the latest on the pandemic.
Our practice tends to be.
The U.S. has once again hit 100,000 new COVID cases in a day after reaching President Biden's goal of getting 70% of Americans partially vaccinated, nearly a month late.
Americans are seeing the risk and impact of being unvaccinated and responding with action.
Vaccinations are up 70%.
They're asking for the vaccine now. They like, just give it to me. We want to get it.
In Florida, people are waiting hours at testing centers. The state is adding more. Hospitals across the nation are overrun with COVID patients. The federal government sent a disaster team to Louisiana, where the governor just reinstated a mask mandate.
We're the worst in the country in terms of this COVID surge.
South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham is in quarantine after testing positive. The focus now, reducing the spread. More states and businesses are requiring vaccinations or frequent testing. Facebook, Broadway, New York's Transit Authority, SoulCycle, and Uber and Walmart corporate offices. And the CDC now says if you test positive, stay home, quarantine for 10 days, whether you've been vaccinated or not, and then retest before mixing with people. I'm Tracy Potts.
All right, thank you, Tracy. The Detroit August primary election is today. Voters will narrow down the candidates running for mayor, city clerk, and 5 city council seats. Detroit voters also will weigh in on Proposal P. Proposal P is a proposed Detroit charter. In other words, if passed, it would revise the city's current governing laws. Supporters of the proposal say it will modernize and improve the city's governing document. Those who oppose it say it will cost Detroit $2 billion over 4 years and make it impossible for the cities to submit a balanced budget, which they say could force the city back into bankruptcy. Polls open until 8 p.m. This morning, dozens of Michiganders voted at the Northwest Activity Center in Detroit. Folks are required to have their ID at the polls. You cannot split your ticket. You can only vote for candidates of one party. The Detroit branch of the NAACP Voter Hotline can assist you with any questions about voting. You can also report any signs of voter intimidation or suppression. That number is on your screen right now. And if you need to check if you are registered or to find where to vote, we've got all the information for you. It's on our website at clickondetroit.com. We do expect to learn more today about that rollover crash in Superior Township that killed 2 teen girls and sent a third to the hospital. Deputies believe speed may have played a factor. Northbound I-75 still closed right now from I-696 to 12 Mile Road for emergency repairs. It looks like it will be shut down until at least tomorrow as crews repair damage caused by a sinkhole. We will be checking on this regularly and, of course, update you as we learn more. Okay, let's turn our attention to the weather as we take a live look outside through our sky cam. Bright blue sky, fluffy white clouds so far. It's pretty nice out there, Brandon.
Looks great. I mean, this is one of those weeks where you kind of wish you had the week off, staycation, whatever. It's just comfy stuff. And we're warming this week without water, and that comes sort of twofold. We're talking about rain chances, very minimal. Also talking about humidity. It's staying way down as we warm into the 80+ degree range. But for the weekend, more humidity pouring in, so more unsettled weather, shower chances. And then next week, I mean, we went from autumn to August. The dog days are coming back. We've got triple-digit heat indices, at least possible next week. Lost our live camera, apologize, but you can see middle 70s in all 4 zones right now. And we've got a big game tonight, series really. Red Sox are in town against our Tigers, and tailgating in the 80-degree range by the time you're walking back out to the car. Pleasant 70 degrees. Again, weather, no excuse for you on this primary election day. Get out there. Rock the vote, baby. 80 degrees. We'll see upper 70s and low 80s and just gently warming as we move forward. Another great sleeping night tonight. Upper 50s, low 60s, windows open if you're comfy with that. 82 or warmer tomorrow. Wow, did you see that? It was like some upper level cloud cover just snuck over us. The weather is pretty active down south and on the East Coast. Nothing violent, really, just garden variety, rain, thunder. Here, we're just getting a little bit of cloud cover, not much to it. We've got, a little bit of wet weather to our north, just like yesterday, but high pressure in control, which is a drier air mass here closer to the surface. So even as those cumulus clouds forming try to leak anything out, it's going to evaporate, no problem. 82 tomorrow, 84 on Thursday, dry still Friday, dry day, 86. We do have rain and thunder chances Saturday morning, not a washout. And then late Sunday, we'll get some more shower chances. But Karen, really, next week, the heat, humidity back, triple-digit heat indices most of next week.
Ooh, some hot August weather in Michigan. All right, thanks, Brandon. Gymnastics superstar Simone Biles wins a bronze medal in her triumphant Olympic return at the individual balance beam finals. Ro Aragon has this report from Tokyo.
Superstar gymnast Simone Biles is bringing home another Olympic medal, and we could not be more proud. She says she didn't expect a medal. She wanted to do this for herself. It's the final day of gymnastics, and everybody was waiting to see if we'd see Simone Biles suit up again, and she did not disappoint. The 24-year-old's strong performance on the balance beam scored a 14.0, enough for a bronze medal, matching her result on the beam from Rio. Team USA Olympic swimmer Simone Manuel showing support, tweeting, "Simone Biles, all the applause. So awesome to see you back up there. You have so much to be proud of. Your resilience is so inspiring." Well, that resilience is what many are commenting on social media. Simone last competed in Tokyo about a week ago. She withdrew from the team final, then dropped the all-around competition, the vault, uneven bars, and floor. We didn't even know if she would compete at all after admitting she was struggling with the twisties, a disconnect between the mind and body. But she changed her dismount to minimize the twisting and nailed her routine and ended with a huge smile. All-around champion and Simone's teammate Suni Lee also competed this morning. She nearly lost her footing, but she stayed on the beam and placed 5th. And the entire gymnastics team is leaving with hardware. Go Team USA! Reporting from Tokyo, Roseanne Aragon, Local 4.
All right, as for Olympic medal count, Team USA takes the lead with 73 total medals, including 24 gold, 28 silver, and 21 bronze. China is in second place with 69 total medals, 32 are gold. Team Russia follows with 52 medals. Great Britain has 43, including 13 gold, and Japan is in 5th place with 36 medals. Here is a look at our on-air lineup tonight at 7, Jeopardy, followed by our Olympic Zone special and primetime Olympic coverage. Local 4 News will air at 11:30. Thanks, everybody, for being with us for Local 4 News at noon. Remember, Local 4 News and weather are available 24 hours a day here on clickondetroit.com. Have a great day.